Alright, what's up? Welcome back to our last episode. Old Rockstar interviews. Technically, for this season, new Rockstar interviews. If you've been watching so far and you've been enjoying them, thank you for keeping up with the series and thank you for sticking around and enjoying the episodes. You know, this has been a lot of fun. I enjoy watching different rock stars and how they go about doing interviews and just like getting to see all the different personalities of who we get to watch. And yeah, just like getting to see the type of people that chose that rockstar lifestyle. And I've been fucking with the episodes a lot lately. For the last episode, let me do a little disclaimer. I'm not the type of person to be doing interviews, being an interviewer. I'm the interviewee. I'm the person who should be getting interviewed. I'm not the best at pulling up like a track record of all this information on all these different types of people, giving you like the background history, the whole fucking government search on a person. So I apologize for if any of you were looking for properly formed interviews of me giving you like an explanation on the type of person that we've watched or each band that we watched are. But I appreciate you for sticking around and watching just for the sake of watching. That's what this channel is about, giving y'all some form of entertainment aside from what I normally make, which is vlogs and music. I am a rock star, so on my norm, I make music and I make vlog videos showing off the stuff that I do with my life in being a rock star. And so when I make episodes like this, whether it's interview or it's specifically about something that's in pop culture, I'm not the type of person who can give you the whole load of information you might be expecting from another YouTuber. But I am someone who you can sit here and watch with and we get to react together. Like, I'm watching these for the first time ever, the same way y'all are. And I'm watching this with a genuine reaction in the blunt and purest form that I hold for myself when it comes to watching something. You're really seeing like if it's not funny to me, it's not funny to me. If it's mildly entertaining, it's quaint. If it's something that is actually genuinely hilarious to me, you'll catch me actually laughing my ass off. I keep true to that. I'm not gonna force a reaction for YouTube, and I'm not gonna do something that's out of my norm, because I'd be faking it for y'all, and I do none of this for clout, really. So I just want to make that clear for y'all that I'm watching this for the first time ever, every time with y'all, whether it's a funny video or it's something that's in pop culture related and it's about another person who's a real person. If you was expecting like a proper breakdown on something, I'm not that type of person. I ain't that motherfucker. But I appreciate y'all for sticking around and watching. If you've enjoyed my episodes and you've enjoyed any of my videos for just what they are, watching TV with me, this is something you can just throw on in the background when you go to bed, or something you can throw on in the background of just when you're working on something, or shit, watch with your friends, and you get my reaction along with y'all's reaction. We sitting here and enjoying shit together, and that's what I like. I feel like I mention it a lot in my main channel. I'm gonna mention it now on this channel. I don't have friends. I don't have anyone who's really around me. And so that's been like for a while, like a long time, I would say now. Maybe 4 to 6 years, between 4 to 6 years. I'm 23, out of high school since 2020. So you do the math. But even during high school, the times when I had friends, a lot of them were really fake people. And so I like making videos like this where you can just actually like hang out and chill with me on some shit, on some chill shit. I like to look at it as like I'm the honorary member of whoever's watching with me, whether it's just you and me or it's you, me, and your 4 other friends. We all just we hanging out and watching something together. That's why I make videos like this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Today, we're watching an episode on a band that I recently started getting into. I kind of fell onto them by recommendation from a very famous artist y'all might know of. His name is Juice WRLD. I came upon this band after learning this band is a big inspiration for Juice WRLD's music, and specifically like a part of that rockstar style that Juice has. And in that way, I decided to check out the band for myself and listen to some of their music. I really fuck with their music. I don't listen to every track they have because they got a lot of variety, I would say, in the type of rock music that they make, or even alt rock music that they make. I'm very specific towards the ones that I do like, and if I had to give you like one example that you would know from somewhere else, I really like their cover of Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. They're like Deftones. If y'all know, if you watch me, you might like Deftones, or you might know about Deftones. They have this kind of like piercing style of screaming and singing where it's very definitive. It's up in your face, but it's like it carries like a crazy melodic ambiance to it. I like their sound for the way that they make certain choruses and certain hooks. Some of their songs are just really crazy to me. Something that's very unique and different from what I've heard from a bunch of different rock stars. We're gonna watch an interview by the band Bullet for My Valentine, and if you don't know about them, you're gonna hear about them now. So I'm putting y'all on, just as I got put on, and I hope y'all appreciate and enjoy it for what it is. Straight up, thank you, Juice WRLD. I appreciate you, bro. And yeah, we're watching this one for you. Alright, so the interview I found, like I've been doing so far, is just another one to introduce y'all to them and get an ease into it. This one's called Bullet for My Valentine, Wikipedia, Fact or Fiction. Shout out to Loudwire for posting this up so that we can watch it. I hope y'all enjoy. I've never seen this before, as I always like to mention. And yeah, I feel like this will be just like a good introduction on a short note to see what the band is like.
Hey everyone, Graham from Loudwire here at Rockin' the Range, and I am with Mr. Matt Tuck of Bullet for My Valentine. Thank you so much for joining me.
Alright, so I don't know who he is specifically. I just listened to the band and listened to the music. I couldn't tell you who they are off the rip and who's who, but my guess is he's probably the frontman, the lead singer of the band. Might be wrong about that, but that's my guess.
Hey,
no worries, my friend,
Appreciate
no worries.
Your time. So, this is
Is he
Wikipedia
British?
Fact or Fiction. I went on your Wikipedia pages today,
Okay.
pulled out some stuff
I
that
thought I
may
heard
or
an
may not
accent.
be true. You can say yes or no, fact or fiction, and elaborate if you so choose.
All right, sounds good.
Oh shit, I think he is. That's crazy. Their songs don't sound like that at all. By the way, that's why I mentioned that. That took me.
First of all, Matthew Tuck, born in Bridgend, South Wales.
Wales.
Okay, they
he's
do get that
Welsh.
wrong
Yep,
sometimes.
that's where I'm from.
There you go. If you could answer this about Padge, perhaps. It said he was about 17 when he got his first guitar. He couldn't even tune the guitar for about a month.
Yeah, I
and the
feel
first
that.
song he learned was Polly by Nirvana.
Hey,
Yeah, that's definitely true.
That's all 100%
That's sick.
true. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think, well, the age is a little bit inaccurate, but the rest
Not
of
17?
it is, no,
Earlier?
he's around 15.
15, okay,
Yeah, I
so
remember.
that's there's
Wow.
some
Yeah,
fiction, so
there's
that's
some
why we
fiction,
do it.
but yeah.
All right, so when did you get your first guitar?
I got my first guitar when I was 14.
14.
Bought it myself, yeah.
Oh wow. Do you remember the first song you learned on it?
I think the first song that I could play front to back was probably like Smells Like Teen Spirit.
That's like
Nice.
the
Nothing
definitive
Nirvana
for
song.
Yeah,
everybody,
man, it's good.
right?
You know, those Nirvana
Fuck
tracks,
yeah.
they're great for,
Absolutely.
simplicity. You
Hell
know? So,
yeah.
100%. Bullet for My Valentine formed while studying
that's real
music
cool.
at Bridgend College, and you started by playing Nirvana and Metallica cover songs.
Yeah, that's true, man.
That's
Fuck yeah,
very
there
true.
was a
Yeah.
cover band
So,
at the start.
would you guys do gigs playing Nirvana and Metallica, or was that just kind of a warm-up for you guys?
No, we did like kind of local pub gigs, just, like a local band entertainment on
I'm
Friday,
learning
Saturday
shit
night.
today. That's
Yeah.
Just go
cool.
and play like the classic cover songs that we know.
That's not a
people
bad
want
way to
hear,
start.
Yeah.
Just
Did
get
you
an
ever?
experience of just playing live in front of.
That's how Motley Crue started, with Vince Neil being someone who was in a cover band at first, and he eventually joined up with Motley Crue. They did originals at that time after. So that's really cool. Yeah, it's not a bad place to start if someone who's in a band, you're doing cover songs. Eventually, you can turn to originals.
Of a crowd,
Yeah. Any big crowds ever, or like a
Oh, hell
a
no.
decent pub crowd at least? Or
No, maybe like 20, 30 people tops
Right.
every time,
All right.
Hey,
well,
that's
they were
better
mainly
than
hammer
5.
drunk, so-
The fuck?
Well, if they're drunk enough, sometimes that can make for a good crowd.
Yeah, it was fun. We enjoyed it.
Awesome. It says that your songwriting is personally highly influenced by Bruce Springsteen, Bob Seger, and Bob Dylan.
That's
My
cool.
songwriting isn't influenced by those guys, but I am a
Okay.
big fan of those guys and admire how they write songs and the art
Alright.
of songwriting, Okay,
Okay, so influence would be the incorrect
influence is the
word.
wrong word, but I'm a massive fan of those guys.
I'm a
yeah.
huge Bob
cool.
Dylan fan myself.
Excellent. man.
Yes. Okay, so we'll say that's fiction. It said that the name change from Jeff Killed John to Bullet for My Valentine was because of financial difficulties.
What?
Yeah,
Complete fiction.
the
yeah,
fuck?
that didn't sound right
I don't
to
even know
me.
what that
like
means.
Financial difficulties for like a small band at the time,
for
you know.
just a covers
why,
band that wasn't
why would
signed.
that make you change your name?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's not true, guys.
So it was the name changed just because of your stylistic shift
yeah,
at the time.
I mean, the Jeff Gill John thing was something we came up with when we were like 15 years old because of a stupid incident at school.
guy named Jeff fight a guy named John.
Kind of. It's a little bit X-rated. better to
Oh,
say it on
Jesus.
here.
Well,
Yeah,
this
we
is a
just-
kid's
That
show,
song.
so don't.
Exactly.
June 2007, you suffered from laryngitis and had an emergency tonsillectomy. And because of this, Bullet for My Valentine were forced to cancel shows supporting Metallica.
Wow.
True.
Have you supported them since?
That's tough.
Not as far as being on tour with them, but we've done many festivals and stuff.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
But
So that
we
was
managed to do
supposed to-
some shows with them prior to that, though.
That's
That
cool.
must have been a heartbreaker, right? Yeah.
That was a big one that bummed me out.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. And it was at Wembley Stadium as well in
Oh,
London, So
Oh, big show.
90,000 people in London supporting Metallica and couldn't do it. So unfortunately, it's true.
Okay,
That's
so we
okay.
need Metallica, you need to take Bullet on at least a few
Come on,
shows.
man.
Please,
Do it.
this man's been through enough.
It's true.
7 years ago,
Scream Aim
when
Fire.
this was posted, I'm sure they did.
The lyrics "over the top" several times is a reference to World War I trench warfare.
Basically, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, the whole song is about kind of warfare, and it's a bit more of a theatrical song that I kind of got my head into.
Yeah.
That's
You
cool.
know.
So how did you get into that? Were you watching a lot of History Channel, or reading a lot of historical texts?
Not really. I just wanted to kind of, like I said, take on a bit more of a fictional role as a songwriter. You know, The Poison was very kind of personal and just weird lyrically, and this one I just kind of wanted to kind of just experiment more with lyrical content.
some
You know,
shit.
it was our second record, and I was still kind of what I feel as now looking back, very early to songwriting, really. You know what I mean? So I think it was just more kind of having fun with the song and writing about a topic we felt was fitting to the kind of thrashy soundtracks we were writing. You know.
It says on
Nice.
Fever, Bullet for My Valentine rewrote the lyrics and melodies for many of the songs up to 5 times.
I say 5 is an exaggeration. I think 3 is more accurate.
Okay, so
But there was multiple versions and writing sessions on multiple songs. Yeah.
so was
That's
this
normal.
kind of
Yeah, that's-
while
that
you were
sounds
recording
proper.
or during the writing process that you just kept on?
mainly the recording process, you know,
Okay.
because until you start putting it down for real with a producer,
Yeah, you
things
always
can
do
evolve and
demos.
take shape. And that was the first time we'd worked with a guy
Done
called Don
first.
Gilmore.
Okay.
You gotta build it first, and then you can make it better afterwards.
And he was a bit of a ball breaker when it came to lyrics and stuff, which I'd never had before. So he was just kind of pushing me to rewrite until we both thought it was up to the standard it needed to be, you know. So
So how
That's
did that
cool.
kind of pressure shape the way that the record came out in the studio? Because that's a tough thumb to be put under. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean it was nice at the time. We didn't like it, you know, because we were butting heads and getting into fights, and
Yeah.
you know, I'd had all the success previously with Bullet without anyone's help.
Yeah.
You know, so I was Mr. Know-it-all, obviously, you know. And
I mean, yeah,
but
it's tough
you know,
for
I learned a
anybody.
lot from that guy, and you know, the button of the heads and the rewriting of stuff ultimately made me a better songwriter, made the album stronger, and it was something that I look on very fondly now, you know.
It says that you
Yeah,
recorded
100%.
most of the guitar and bass parts on Temper Temper.
Record all the guitar parts and all the bass parts for every album.
Every album?
Okay, so
I
maybe
I don't
he's
think
like-
it says that on Wikipedia. So
Well, I don't get the credit, I know.
you don't get the credit.
That's fine.
So maybe he's lead
So
bassist.
why record the bass parts yourself?
He could be a front. He could still be the front man, like, you know, Kurt Cobain. Just the same deal, because they came from that. Maybe he's like, you know, vocalist who plays bass as well.
Of the way I write the guitar parts, to get someone else to play the bass part is just kind of unnecessary, and
Okay.
it's tighter if the same right hand is playing the same rhythms. It
Sure.
just comes down
Yeah,
to a
that's
speed
true.
and efficiency in the studio kind of thing.
Last one for you. It says Bullet for My Valentine almost recorded an album with Pantera producer Terry Date.
I wouldn't say we almost recorded an album with him, but when we were looking for producers to do certain records, we had meetings with Terry.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because he was in the go-to guy list that we wanted to work with, you know.
Of course,
So,
Cool.
as he
so
would
yeah,
be with
so we
pretty
met
much
him
anyone.
a couple of times. Great guy. For whatever reason, we decided not to do it in the end. But you know, maybe someday in the future, who knows? You know, depends where our heads at recording and where we want to take the band musically. You know.
Thank you so much, man, for giving
Cool,
me
man.
your time. Matt,
All
Bullet
right.
for My Valentine, everybody.
That's cool. That was a good start. That was a good intro, I think. Oh, okay. Right here, this just answers the question. My story as metal frontman, Matt Tuck. So the person we just watched, yeah, he's the frontman. All right, this is cool. This is one that I found that has all the members. Yeah, it's another little short one, just like another introduction type one. But this one has at least all the members, so y'all can see the full band and yeah, get to know what they're all like. So this one's called Top 3 with Bullet for My Valentine. Shout out to Impercon for posting this up so that we can watch it. Or Impericon.
What's up? We're Bullet for My Valentine, and you're watching us on Empiricon. Okay, so for me, in no particular order, I would say Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power. I think it's just one of those albums which kind of defines the metal genre of that generation. I think I picked her up when I was around 14, 15 years old, and I was just totally blown away and hooked ever since. Second one is Metallica's Black Album. Maybe not the most kind of metal of all their back catalogue, but for me, again, it was one of those records that I picked up at a very young age. It was actually the first record I ever bought, and for me, it kind of set me on my way to becoming a metalhead.
Redefining.
And third favorite album, I would say shameless plug, Bullet for My Valentine's Venom, because
course,
hopefully
why
it's
not?
going to be a defining record for us, and it's just a kick-ass album. If I didn't even write it with these boys, I'd still listen to it, so there you go.
Yeah.
My top 3 albums are going to be probably Vulgar. It's a beast of an album. Like Matt said, it defines, you know, modern metal. Yeah, obviously Dimebag's on a great big influence of mine as a guitar player. Then Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood. Didn't see that one coming to do. Great blues player. Such a shame he died, but amazing player.
Nice.
Another big influence of mine. And AC/DC Powerage, because it always makes me want to drink beer. And it's a great sort of foot tapping class record. So
Absolutely.
I'll eat anything. Meat and chips, Mexican, Chinese, Indian.
Mine would be classic British fish and chips.
Absolutely.
His mother owns a fish and chip shop, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Indian food, probably pizza.
Nice. Not bad.
I'm gonna go a nice bottle of ice cold sparkling San Pellegrino with a slice of lemon, a full fat normal can of Coke, ice and lemon. It's gotta be super cold.
Right.
Best served with a hangover. Thirdly, probably a nice big old glass of Guinness Extra Cold. Anything is cold, man.
I'm not a huge beer fan, but you know, I can get it.
Jenna Jameson, Sylvia Saint. Who's the other one?
Stoya.
Aye, Morocco.
Germany. I'm joking. Wales.
Boys?
And America.
Nice.
America. Top 3 countries, purely just from personal experiences and hanging out. Obviously, the UK is an amazing place to be. Australia is an awesome place, just there's so much diversity there and it's a good place to hang out. And I would say South Africa as well, because we've only ever been there once and we want to go back again. It was awesome and I had a really good time.
Nice.
They got lions and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really play games, so
You do with my heart.
Mario Brothers, Pac-Man and Angry Birds.
Yeah, that's not a bad list.
My favourite 3 Bullet songs, again, it's super hard to pick. They're all like our children. But I'm just going to pick 3 off the new record because they are generally my favourites. So No Way Out, You Want a Battle, Here's a War. And there's another new song on the new record called The Harder the Heart, The Harder It Breaks. And all 3 of those are kick-ass songs.
Oh, there you go. There's something to check out.
Raising Hell, Waking the Demon.
And think what I like.
It's just too many hits.
Yeah, we just keep it like a hit
Just
factory.
shitting hits.
Just go old school. Let's go No Control.
There you go. There's a list of songs y'all can go check out by a bullet for my Valentine. They put you on themselves.
Yeah, I'd say Converse, Nike, and Reebok. Reebok.
That's awesome. Well, I'm just going to do shameless plugs here so I get free shit, hopefully. Aston Martin,
Sure.
because they're kick-ass. Nixon watches, because they do a fine job of making a good timepiece. And L'Oreal, because I'm worth it.
Alright, there you go. There's another little personal introduction to the entire band. Let's see if we can find an actual interview where they're talking a little bit about their music, a little bit about themselves. Yeah, you get a bit more of a full package. Bam, that was fucking easy. Alright, this one's called Bullet for My Valentine VIP Interview 5/13/25. Corbin, KY, wherever KY is. Shout out to White Family Music. I appreciate y'all for posting this up so we can watch it.
What's up, Corbin? We've got a really crap politician called Jeremy Corbyn. So, yeah, useless.
Alright, somewhere in Germany.
But this place is cool, right? I don't even know where we are on the map. Right. How would you guys pick your set list for the tour, and what are the changes around it, with changing it around for show to show? Well, obviously quite simple for this tour, being the anniversary of The Poison. We swapped a couple of songs out 4 or 5 shows ago at the end, just to, you know, give us a bit of stimulus, I guess. 6 or 7 weeks in the tour, freshens us up a bit, so you'll see what those 2 songs are tonight. Generally though, when we're on a normal tour, it is a challenge because the more albums you write, the more bangers you have to leave out and put in, you know, and you've got to appease you guys. It's all about you guys coming to the show and enjoying the best songs we've got. So, I mean, album number 8 is going to come out next year. So it's going to be...
This was 3 months ago. This is recent.
Songs. We're just going to have to play.
I didn't even notice that.
What's your favourite pet, dog or cat? I've got a little sausage dog. I think you guys call him a wiener dog.
Fucking wiener dog.
But if anyone's got like a sausage or wiener dog, you know that he's like a little T-Rex. He's all little feisty little things. Yeah, I love my dog. I can't wait to see him. It's been a long run and I'm missing him very much. So I can't wait to get back and see him.
Feel that? I feel that. I'm at home, but
I'd explain the album cover of Fever. Not really. It's the pincer woman, isn't it? With the pincer. What was his name? We did that in Nicky Six's studio. But who was the guy who designed it? Did some videos for us. Yeah. It was completely random, but you know, we had a few sort of presented to us, and I want to look the wackiest, so that's why we chose it. Great cover actually. It's interesting, you know. It makes no sense at all, but it's snappy.
Little funny story with that. In Walmart, they wouldn't stock it until the designers put a little bikini on the side of her to cover the side boob. Yeah, so we had a Walmart special. Yeah, but you know, buy a gun, fuck it. After 25 years, what is your favourite tour you've done, or the favourite best band you've toured with? Man, we've been so lucky to have a career as long as we have, and even from day one.
you know what? This is really cool getting to see backstage what they be doing at their shows, and you know, this is for anyone who bought VIP. I guess they got to see this in person, and I think that's really cool. You know, I want to be doing stuff like this. You know, getting to interact with fans and getting to do a little short interview sessions and photo shoots and shit like that. I think this is really cool. A good way to spend VIP time and like backstage time for real.
Things blew up really quick for us.
Maybe just in a
so
green room in the comfort
we did
space.
the whole kind of pub and club circuit when we were younger, but then things kicked off really quick, you know, so we were just super lucky. So all those tours were all part of the process. They were all special in their own little unique way. They were all part of the story and the journey. So everything we've done has been amazing. You know, I don't think there's been any tour which we've gone, fuck, we wish we wouldn't do that.
Nice.
You know, they're all just
It's
part
good.
of our journey, part of our story. This tour's just been incredible, you know, to be able to
Absolutely.
be here and sell out all these venues over here in North America and Europe, the UK and all those places off the back of a 20-year-old album is pretty wild, you know, that fills
That's
us with
impressive.
a lot of love and a lot of joy. It means a lot to us, that album, you know, it's what kickstarted our career, and a lot of you guys, I guess it was the soundtrack to a period of your life, which means a lot to you, which is why you're here today, I guess, you know what I mean? Because you want to kind of have that nostalgia kick like we do, and yeah, so best band we've toured with, again, we've toured with amazing bands.
They're like an older Marianas Trench band, if you think about it like that. Like, just to give you a bit of a comparison, they had that same run. Like, they are still, in my opinion, a newer Rockstar band, but, you know, they've had a run with their music so far, and they're still going, of course. 20 years, and still selling out shows off the same album where people might have gotten bored with it, or blah, 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 blah. That's impressive.
And everything from the big boys like Metallica to guys that are more in our world like Avenged Sevenfold and Killswitch and stuff like that. So we've been very lucky, very fortunate with touring and bands that we've played with and supported with and had support us. So yeah, lots of cool shit.
Favourite horror movie? Oh, so many. Oh, blimey.
Yeah, it's a blind.
I always go back to this film Get Out. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
It's
one.
about this guy, he's got this girlfriend, and she takes him to meet his parents, and they basically worship this weird locust thing, the coagula. And I don't want to spoil it, but it's just a bloodbath, really. But what I love about that
Yeah,
film
you can
is
say that.
it's the only one of the few films I can watch again and pick up on things. It's like, and you're sort of waiting for it to unravel, and it's
That's
brilliant.
true, it
You
is
watch
one of those-
again and again. Yeah, I really want to see Sinners. Has anyone seen Sinners yet? Yeah, is that good?
I have,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
so I'm
Fucking
looking forward to seeing
absolutely.
it. So,
Y'all should watch that one.
What about you? What's your favourite horror?
Especially if you like music, like old country music,
Oh, The Exorcist.
real country music, and like real jazz style
I'll go on with
music
the
as well.
classics. Still fucking scary, no mate. You watch it, do you know what I mean? I get this question asked a lot. What's your go-to American food? What's on tour? Barbecue food, chicken wings. Honestly, fast food. I love it, but I don't know how much more my stomach can take. We got a week
Yeah.
left. I'm very much looking forward to just having something really plain back home, like beans on toast or something, you know, and a cup of tea. So
Absolutely.
great on the bus at the moment.
yes.
I heard that was fake news, but apparently he just denied that. That's crazy. British people actually eat beans on toast.
Name a pet you've never had but always wanted. A lizard, yeah.
A
I love
fucking
lizard,
dragon.
But basically
An
get a
actual
cow,
dragon.
really, to have milk and to eat the grass. Keep
A
things
unicorn?
moving. Yeah, no, I've always wanted a dog. I'm terrified because we go away a lot and hard enough as it is. So I don't want to miss him, you know? Bless him. But no. A dog was, we can't come to but yeah, a dog I think. I got 2 cats, but I've always wanted a dog.
Goat, that's a good choice. Billy Goat. Alright, so that's it for this interview. I enjoyed that a lot. That was really cool, you know. I'm glad I found a little bit of an intro, a little bit of meet the entire band, and you got to hear an entire sit-down interview of the entire band and everything that they've gone through, and some things that they talked about, like their music, personality. We got everything. We got everything that I wanted on my list. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this one. This was a great episode, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed watching. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Are you looking for new music? Tired of the same old songs playing on repeat? My name is Call5. I've now got a new shop. I'm now selling physical CDs and vinyls. Some of your favorite hits, Pillow Talk, Status, Smoke and Mirrors, and more to name. If you're looking to support an independent artist, or you're someone who enjoys watching my videos and you want to support me in a different way, please, by all means, go check out the store on my official website. I do sell clothes as well. I have a store on Depop where I'm selling my old clothes, customized works of clothes, reselling clothes from different stores. Check out my stores now on my official website.